welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, I have a business partner here, the Reverend Brian A. Johnson. I am Grace Sandals. And today we are talking about the power of focus. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the power of focus, how to train your mind to focus on the things that it is that you want most out of life. So let's jump right in. Whatever we experience in our bodies comes from what we pay attention to. I'll say that again. Whatever we experience in our bodies comes from what we pay attention to. And this determines how we feel, and how we feel determines how we're going to behave. So I'll give an example. To me, I'm speaking for myself, I feel I am a little overweight. And because of that, the reason I feel that way is because I experience overeating at times. Yes. Okay, so when I overeat, because this is what I pay attention to a lot, I'm a lover of food. I'm a lover of food.
She's a foodie.
I'm a foodie.
She's a foodie.
So because I eat and I overeat, I have gained weight. And because I have gained weight, when I look at myself and pay attention to the weight that I've gained, I don't feel as good about myself as I should. And so because of that, I behave. How do foodies behave when they don't like the way they look? They eat more.
Yes.
So whatever we experience in our bodies comes from what we pay attention to.
And she gave you the lamest terms of it. And I'm going to give you the other. Whatever you overindulge in, that overindulgence becomes you.
That's it.
If you overindulge in procrastinating, you, my friend, are a procrastinator. Why can I say that? Because, as we all know, who had the PhD of procrastination? I did. Yes, I did. I had a PhD in procrastination. I had like 3 PhDs on a wall. They was all doctrines in areas of procrastination. So whatever you overindulge in, that becomes you.
That's it.
Because like the great Les Brown says, you don't get who you want. You get who you are.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. this is nice. I'm glad you invited me on this one today.
No problem.
This is
Thank you.
nice. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Now, in terms of focus, there are 2 things that we can control. The first one is what we're focusing on. And what that means are the things that you're picturing in your mind and the things that you're saying to yourself. Okay? Okay, I'm going to get to the second one in a moment. But what you picture in your mind. Remember when I said, when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't like what I see sometimes because I've overeaten. But that's the picture I have in my mind. Somebody else may come and tell me, you look just fine. What are you talking about? You're okay. And this gentleman being one of them, and my other friends and business partners being other people that have told me that. So again, you can control that. Antonio always tells us, anything you can account for, you can control. So you can control the pictures that you have in your mind. The next one is what we're saying to ourselves. There's a book out there that's called What You Say When You Talk to Yourself. Now, I can talk to you all day long and give you great affirmations about yourself and great advice and say, you're great, you're amazing, you can do this. But it doesn't matter what I tell you. It matters what you tell yourself. Because you are the person that you're with all day long. And you're the person who talks to you the most. Whether it's outwardly or inwardly. Whether it's thoughts or you talking it out about yourself. If you keep telling yourself, I can never get this problem solved, guess what? Your brain said, okay, we can't solve the problem. Whatever you say to yourself is the truth. Even if it's a lie.
And I would add a third one and say, whatever you watch, that becomes you.
That's right.
You only gravitate to what's attracted to you. The universe only gives you what you want. If you're a person that likes drama and things of that nature, you like arguing, you like complaining, you like fussing and fighting, guess what shows you're going to be interested in?
Wow.
Scandal, Empire, Star. Know why? They have everything that piques who you are. If you're an intellectual person and you like things that make you think, what are you going to be interested in? Maybe CSI or You're an NCIS maybe.
Yes.
Are you gonna ensure that you watch a lot of documentaries about science, about the earth, about the universe? So what you watch that actually is who you are. If you're a person you're a sports person, whether you play or not, that's just you. Yeah, your TV will be on ESPN 30. TV will be on ESPN 80% of the day. Other 20% you're gonna find the sports to watch, whether it's tennis, basketball, hockey, soccer, boxing, MMA. You're gonna watch who you are, and that's who you're gonna attract. So with your focus, understand that what you're watching is what you're allowing to be poured into you.
Right.
What you picture in your mind is what you receive from what your eyes saw, that you allowed to be poured into you. So the picture in your mind is what you've seen. She just gave you an example. The only way she feels that way, I don't agree. Let's put that down for the record. I do not agree that Grace is overweight. I don't agree with that. But in her example, let's use that example because I can't speak nothing over something she just said. The only reason she sees that in her mind is because she saw it with her eyes. If she received it in that manner, her eyes saw her body and say, hey, that's not right. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. That's overweight to me. So now she pictures that I'm overweight.
Right.
Because what your eyes see, what you watch, is what's poured into you.
Right.
And that's what you become.
All right. So that was the first thing that we can control in terms of focus. The second thing is how we're focusing. The dimensions of the pictures in your mind. Brian just really went over it. The dimensions of the pictures that you have in your mind. I mean, we can dream in color, and we see things in color. Even if those things are not real, we see things, how they are, or how we picture them. And so how we're focusing is something that we can also control. Just going back to the example that I said, if I stop focusing on myself, the way I look and say, man, I'm overweight, and be happy.
I don't agree.
And he doesn't agree. And be happy with the body that I have. So when I see myself, you know what? You look good, girl. You look good. The dimensions of the pictures in your mind. So if you keep telling yourself, or you keep focusing on, oh, I don't have enough money for this, or I don't have enough money for that, change the dimensions of the pictures of your mind. Picture your bank account the way you want it to be. Picture your love life the way you want it to be. Picture your success life the way you want it to be. That will determine what you focus on. Your brain is a camera, and you only have feelings about what you're focused on. So the situations that you've experienced in your life is because of what you focused on in that situation. Give an example. Let's say we go to a party, and we're at the party, whatever, party's over, we go home or whatever, and then the next day we get around some friends, and some friends who didn't go to the party ask us, oh, how was the party? Brian may say, oh, party was
whack.
Okay, the party was whack, okay? What he focused on were people,
the whackness.
Was the whackness of the party. What he focused on were people who were bored in a corner on the phone. That's what his camera focused on. I could say, man, the party was great, it was jumping, it was lit, I was dancing all night, because I focused on the people who were having fun at the party. Your situations that you experience
That's good.
is determined by what you focus on in that situation.
That's good. And you keep going.
Okay.
Say about that. Okay. Spot on.
Okay. Now, you make decisions about what to focus on. Nobody else can make a decision for you about what to focus on. You make your own decisions. Somebody can say, hey, you may want to focus on this. Now, if you take their advice, you decided to focus on that. But if you said, no, I don't think I want to do that, you decided to focus on something else. You ultimately make the decision on what to focus on. And how that is determined is by the things, how you evaluate things. Now, when I say evaluate things, evaluations are nothing but the questions you ask yourself.
That's it.
Your brain is a supercomputer. And anything you ask yourself, your brain will come up with an answer.
Every time.
Every time. So you have to pay attention to the questions you ask yourself. Here's a question a lot of people ask themselves all the time. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I keep losing? I guarantee you.
Keep getting it.
I guarantee you your brain will come up with a reason of why you keep losing. And then it goes back to, that's going to determine how you feel. And how you feel determines how you behave. So you want to pay attention to the questions that you ask yourself.
And to go a step further with that, like she's spot on. And same question. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I keep losing? The law of attraction is only going to give you back what you keep manifesting. But watch this. It's going to give it to you in abundance. It's not going to give you a little bit of it. It's not going to give you a piece of it. It's going to give you the whole pie. And the pie may even overflow with apples and stuff falling out the side, because that's the law of attraction.
That's right.
What you put out is what you're going to get back.
That's right.
But you're going to get it back in multiples. So if you keep focusing on the on the tares that's growing in your garden, all you're going to keep getting is the tares. Because you don't see the wheat to even have gratitude enough to say, I'm grateful for the wheat. All you see is the tares, and you keep saying, why do this keep happening to me?
Right.
Why did this keep happening in my garden? Why am I always sowing bad things? Why? And every time you ask why, your mind is going to give you an answer, and the universe is going to give you more of that answer.
All right now.
No, you did that.
This is why I invited you here.
Oh, thank you, then. I appreciate that.
Asking questions does three things. First, they instantly change what you're focused on, and therefore changes the way you feel.
Oh, yeah.
You ever had a headache and it was real bad?
Migraine.
But one of your kids said, Mom, Dad, I really need some help with this. And so being the parent that you are, you want to do anything for your children. So you start doing whatever it is. Maybe it's a project they need to work on for school or something like that. Whatever it is, you started working on it. And because you were focused on what your child needed help with, afterwards you notice, my headache's gone. I don't have that anymore. Questions instantly change what you're focused on, and therefore change the way you feel. 2, questions change what you're deleting. The disempowering questions you keep asking yourself, why does this always happen to me? Why do I keep losing? Why am I this and why am I that? If you stop asking disempowering questions and start asking empowering questions such as, what can I do to start winning? What can I do to release this weight and enjoy the process while I'm doing it? Start asking yourself empowering questions, and it will delete the disempowering questions, therefore not making you feel bad, therefore you don't behave badly. Keep going? Okay. And thirdly, questions help you to get access to the resources that are already within yourself. Antonio always tells us, everything you need is on the inside of you. So when you ask the right questions, you get the right answers because they're already on the inside of you. Everything you need is within us already. Ask the right questions, your brain tells you the right answers, and you get the success that you want. Wrapping this up, your power comes from what you focus on. Your power comes from what you focus on. So my only question is,
what are you focusing on?
What are you focusing on? And will you have, based on what you're focused on, will it be the power of prosperity or the power of poverty? Any last words, sir?
That deserves a benediction. I don't think I will not.
All right.
Grace did awesome, and I thank you for allowing me this chance to get hit the hardest right next to you for this. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining.
Awesome.
And as always, we will see you at the top and not from the top.
That's it.
Did you hear about ATS Week?
I did.
It's going to be on
Is it
stage.
for real?
It's going to be on
Like
stage.
24/7?
24/7.
No way.
Yes.
No.
You know, like Shark Week is a big deal.
Oh, okay. I
Sorry,
get
big
it now.
deal.
It took me blonde hair.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
so,
okay.
So who? Who's it going to be from ATS?
Whew. Okay, ATS, Antonio T. Jr.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Not just him, though.
Who?
Not just him. You got Tempest Smith. You got Deanna Mitchell. You got Brian Johnson.
Are
Brian
you gonna be
A.
on it?
Johnson.
Are you?
I think I am too.
Okay.
Aren't you?
So, yes, I am.
Yes.
I am.
And then we got Shannon Clark. Yes.
Shannon Clark.
Shannon Clark.
Shannon
okay.
Clark.
Okay.
Yeah.
All these people
Did you
are
say
too.
Deanna?
I said Deanna.
Yeah, okay, you
We'll
said
say
Deanna.
it again.
Deanna.
Yes.
Rainbows. She's
Rainbows.
gonna shoot
Caribbean.
rainbows through
Yes.
your screen,
Yes.
everybody.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm excited.
Yes.
24 hours a day, 7 days.
24. That's it.
Hello there. Hope everybody's winning today. In this episode, we're going to talk about something that will help you win more. We're going to talk about motivation. Everything in this world, everything in the universe is energy. It's all energy. It's all connected. And what motivation does, if it's used properly, it provides energy to your desires, to your needs, to your wants, whatever it is that you're out there going after. Motivation can energize you to where you'll get there faster. So what is it exactly? what motivates us, or who motivates us? It's not who you would think that it is. I am a coach, life coach, transformational coach, strategic coach. You have somewhere you're trying to go and it's not on a football field, basketball court, a golf course. It's in life. I can coach you in life. Can't coach you on any kind of turf or floor or any kind of sport. But when it comes to life, I can coach. What I cannot be for you is motivation. I can't be that for you. But what you do have to do is find what is. Some people call it your why. Why is it that why are you, when I'm looking straight ahead now and I see my vision board. And so I see my whys. Ding, 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 ding. I see a beautiful home. I see workout shoes. I see a microphone with a bunch of dollar signs by it. I see a big word that says open. I see looking straight ahead. I see my whys. When I look at that, I am motivated. I'm motivated. So you have to have whys. And it can't be because I want to make my coach happy. Because the thing about it is, you had these dreams before you met any kind of coach, and you'll have them long after we're no longer coaching you. And so I'm not your motivator. I'm not your motivation. I'm not here to motivate you. What I am here to do is help you manage your motivation. If you show me your behavior, I can tell you something about your motivators. I can tell you something about your why. I can help you when it occurs to you, when you hit the wall, when you realize that all your life you say your kids are your why, but your behaviors don't say that your kids are your why. That hurts. That hurts. And so I coach you and I help you to manage your motivation. And we help you to have the behaviors that match what you say. If you tell me that your children motivate you, then you're going to come out of poverty and start doing some things to get toward prosperity. You're going to stop failing your children. And the only way you do that is by helping yourself. And the first way you're going to do that is by making sure you have the proper motivation and that you have the behavior that matches that. We give lip service to a lot of things. We give lip. If I were to poll a room right now and say, what's your motivation? Oh, my kids. Oh, my husband. Oh, my business. Oh, my team. And then if I watch your behavior for 7 days after that, we would have to come back to have a come to Jesus meeting, because your behaviors would not match what you told me motivated you. And it just wouldn't. And that's the hardest thing. That's where the funk meets the fan in coaching. When you realize every day that you tell people your why, but your behavior doesn't match it. Your behavior doesn't match it. And so what you have to realize in managing your motivation is that character counts. Your character counts. And it tells me a lot more about what motivates you than your mouth does. Character shows behavior, not vocabulary. Character counts. And it's not a bad thing, but it's a truth thing. And we have to be able to get in it and handle that truth. And you can do that through managed motivation. You can do that by telling me, what is it? What are your whys? And then we together work to develop the behaviors that go along with producing for that why. Your number one why has to be you. Your number one why cannot be your kids. Because if you don't work on you, if you don't fix you, if you don't make sure that they see you being successful, then you're not doing anything for them. The number one person that I perform for, the number one person that I produce for, the number one person that I worked on character development for was me. And everybody that I love and everyone that I cared for watched that. And that's how they energized me. That's how they fueled me. That's how they motivated me to continue, because I saw them either emulating my character or talking to me about it so that they could help themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get what you're going after with poor character unless you're going after poverty. You have to develop your character. It's part of your integrity. Some would even say it is integrity. And through managed motivation, you can do that. You can work on your character. There are target areas. You never, ever, nobody graduates from character development. There'll always be some little target area where you will realize that you have work to do. Today, I still work on personal character development. It's why I'm recording a video for you right now. Personal character development. There are target areas. And you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. When you're thinking about your whys and you're thinking about going after things and you're thinking about doing things, you have to be consistent with whatever your motivation is. But it has to start with you. You have to be your motivation. And not the you who misses deadlines, and not the you who's always late, and not the you who procrastinates, not the you who has poor health habits. The you that you want to be. The you that's going to be successful. The future you. You paint that person out. You list what it is you want that person to have. You put it somewhere where you can see it. And you allow that to motivate you. That's managed motivation. That's not just waking up and saying, oh, what do I want to motivate me today? Let me see. Is it going to be TD Jakes or Nicki Minaj? That's not managed motivation. Managed motivation is listing out who you want to be. What you look like, what you have on, who you are internally. What kind of character do you have? How do people feel when you're in and out of the room? List that out, write that down, sketch her, sketch him, and look at it every day. And then always work on those target areas to improve your character every day, every time you can think about it. If somebody asks me, somebody I trusted, ask me right now, Shannon, what are you working on? What's going on with your character development? I could tell them, okay, this is what I'm experiencing right now. This is what I'm working on. This is where I'm training. This is what I'm improving. This is what I'm improving. You never ever graduate from character development, and you have to have managed motivation in order to develop it in the quickest, fastest, most harmonious way. Always remember, anything you don't practice, you will never do well. So you have to practice character development. You have to practice improving your character. Otherwise, you're going to work for all of this stuff. You can even achieve some of it, but either you won't keep it or you will die trying to protect it. If you develop your character, your dreams will protect themselves. Managed motivation will help you develop your character in the quickest, fastest, most harmonious way. And I and my team are here to help you. You can plant better. I'm so sorry for shaking the camera. I got into it, started hitting my leg, and I have my camera sitting in front of me, so I'm sorry for shaking that. You can plant better. You can dominate. It has been a pleasure serving you through this video. Reach out. We'd love to hear from you. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.